Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Max.
Here we are, three of us. Max has joined us.
Yeah,
Welcome, Max.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen anything that's been going on about Jaguar?
Absolutely nothing
Jaguar,
whatsoever.
Jaguar.
No, it's a bit of a surprise to me, this.
Right, what it is they've got this new car that's being launched. But prior to the launch, they did like a commercial where they had all people, different people dressed up from different backgrounds and all that. A little bit of a strange advert, I would say.
Oh, right, okay.
Plus, they've changed the badge.
Really?
That's the new badge on the wheel. You can see there now. They used to have the cat, didn't they? Like
Yeah.
What did they call it? The growler.
That's what you call it. Yeah, all right.
No, I don't call it. I call it the Jaguar badge. That one, but I do call the other thing the growler. But it's that's the.
That's a terrible rebrand.
What a strange thing to do. I mean, it's
took a lot of backlash.
I mean, it's an iconic emblem, isn't it? Really, I mean, it's a bit like your BMWs, your Ferraris, Rolls Royces. It's just so recognisable.
Yeah,
as Jaguar.
And they've gone through a rebrand, and it's took a like I say, it's took a massive backlash, and even people like Elon Musk have been sort of like saying, "What's going on? What are you selling?"
Yeah,
you know, from the advert they did, but it was all sort of like going on to this to the new Jaguar that's being revealed. I think it's a concept car.
Right. Okay.
But it's one of them with Jaguar. I've looked at Jaguar as a car, right?
Yeah.
And I can't find one I like. And I like the X Type. Was it the F Type?
Yeah.
I did like the F Type, and then I looked at it, and then I didn't want the F Type normal one. I wanted the F Type X or whatever it's called, XR or whatever. And then when I looked at the price, I was like, "What? Nah, I'm not paying that for that."
But what? Just a ridiculous jump.
And I thought I can get something miles better than that.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what Jaguar are doing here.
Right. Okay.
So, but I've not seen the car yet neither. I've seen like a picture of it, but I've not seen any video footage of it. So it might show the advert as well. It might show the commercial they did as well.
That'd be interesting.
I'm not sure. This is Car Wow, so let's see what they got to say.
Right. Let's have a look.
After the controversy of its rebrand, Jaguar has now finally revealed the car. And woohoo! It's a little bit different. And in this video, we're going to find out
All
a
electric,
little bit more
innit?
about it.
Right. Okay.
It's not very appealing,
You've
is it?
definitely seen Jaguar in the
That's the
news
advert.
lately because
Right.
they've completely rebranded the whole company, and it's caused an enormous fuss. All the old Jaguar logos, apart from the leaping cat, have gone. Now, they look like this.
Looks a bit
And
bland.
the video Jaguar released to announce this new branding went absolutely massive online. It's had over 2.7 million views in 2 weeks on YouTube, and it's had over 40,000 comments. Jaguar has also removed all the previous content from its official Instagram account and replaced them with photos about this new branding, with the new logo and a bold launch video. And everyone's been talking about it. It was reported on massive news agencies including the BBC, NBC, USA Today, Al Jazeera, Hindustan Times and News.com in Australia. What's more, it even made local news. You know, outlets that normally just talk about the local fate or what's happening
everywhere.
on the parish
South
council.
Wales Guardian.
But while
Wow.
the general sentiment of the rebrand has been largely negative, it's certainly done its job. You see, normally, people wouldn't really care about a car company rebranding, but Jaguar has got everyone talking.
The car industry at the moment is going through a massive change, isn't it? Because it's all these like EV quotas, isn't it? And sort of like targets they've got to meet.
Yeah.
And no one seems to be meeting or being able to meet them because I think not everyone, but I think a lot of people are being turned off by the electric vehicle.
I'm just not sure whether the demand's there for it.
No,
I think car companies are frightened to make so many because they think we're not going to be able to sell them.
Yeah, well, you look at Nissan. Nissan are going through a real problem, and they reckon that they've only got a year to sort it out. Otherwise, they're out of business.
Really?
And for a car brand like Nissan, when you look at Nissan across the world, probably one of the biggest brands in the world, aren't they?
It's a big employer over here as well.
it's a big
Still
employer
up in
over here.
Sunderland, are they?
Yep.
In the northeast, I think, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's huge.
So that's an issue. With it going, Germany's got an issue with it. Then Asia's got an issue with it. But I don't know which. Again, I've said it before. Electric cars are not for me.
Yeah.
You just don't.
No, same here.
I want a combustion engine where I can hear it and I can get that sound. And I can get the feel for it.
Yeah.
You know, the gear changes and all that. It's
Absolutely, couldn't agree
when
more.
you're driving stuff, but
It's
this is
I think a lot of people feel the same way, though, don't they? You know.
Yeah, but Jaguar is going through a massive backlash on this. Huge.
Well, I mean, just look at the font there. They've made it dead modern, and they've really changed it.
When you first look at that, it looks like a perfume or aftershave, doesn't it?
It's like a smoothie company.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Call me Mr. Cynical, right? It's not like me to be cynical.
Go on, then, Mr. Cynical.
But I just wonder whether they've done this on purpose. Then they revert back to the old font and the old badging.
to make a viral campaign.
It's in the news.
Yeah,
it's in the news. It's everywhere. Millions of people watch the video, the rebranding video.
It's a lot of money to spend, mate.
Yeah, but I mean, if it does the job though, if it gets the gets it out there that they've got a new model coming out and this, that, and the other. Like the actual car itself, you'll probably find it something like that, but probably toned down a little bit. Not quite as quite as big and bold. The colour won't be the same, but they've gone with something really colourful, haven't they? So I could be wrong, but I don't know.
That vibe there gives me. It's reminding me of Dupe. The aftershave.
The aftershave, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right.
Say, that's the idea. And you can see the effect of this when you look at Google search volume for the term Jaguar. This graph shows how often people search for the term Jaguar over the last 5 years. And the huge peak at the very end is when it released that rebranding video. And here's the same search over the last 20 years. The only times when people were more interested in Jaguar was when the I-Pace won the European Car of the Year in March 2019. And when Jaguar revealed its new Formula One car back in January 2004. And that's it. And this brings me on to what made Jaguar so special. Sure, it didn't have that much success in Formula One. Its best result in 5 years was a third place finish.
Maybe they're trying to find a new market.
Maybe.
With the more modern generation.
Yeah, with
to me, it's an old man's car.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with electric cars coming in now. So obviously, maybe... I could be wrong, maybe the rebrand is a lot to do with that, and do what change there. Sort of like the people that they are aiming it towards a target sort of audience, so to speak.
Yeah, there is that.
In Monaco. But Jaguar has a reputation for innovation. It has held the record for the world's fastest car twice. Once with the XK120 in 1948. That car could hit 120 miles an hour, hence the name, thanks to its lightweight aluminium body. And Jaguar broke the record again in 1992 with the XJ220. This was one of the first road cars to generate downforce using an underfloor diffuser. And it could reach it could do 217 miles an hour, though the XJ217 doesn't sound quite so catchy, does it? Jaguar was also one of the first brands to mass produce a car with an aluminium body and chassis when it launched the third generation XJ in 2003. This meant it was more advanced than an Audi A8, which used aluminium body panels. And neither Mercedes nor BMW has built an all-aluminium car since. But recently, Jaguar hasn't been innovating. It's been playing catch-up to the Germans. It was working on a replacement for the XJ in 2019, but it scrapped the whole project at the last minute. And since then, the brand has suffered from falling sales. Jaguar sold 64,000 cars in 2023, while its sister company Land Rover sold almost 370,000 cars in the same period. Okay, so it's probably not fair to compare a luxury sports car brand to a more mainstream SUV brand, but Porsche sold over 320,000 cars in 2023, which is about 5 times as many as Jaguar did. And BMW sold more than 2.2 million cars in 2023, which is 35
more models,
times more.
There?
Yeah, a lot more models.
But what's even worse is that, on average, Jaguar was actually losing money on each car it sold. So, does it really matter if this new branding alienates Jaguar's core audience? They clearly weren't buying enough of their cars anyway. So rather than flog a dead horse, or show that the cat, Jaguar has actually decided to stop selling cars completely while it gears up to launch a brand new model in 2025. And this new car will be inspired by the concept you see here, which is called the Type 00. It was revealed at Miami Art Week, and it looks nothing like anything Jaguar has ever made before.
Looks like the Chrysler. What was that Chrysler they brought out? The two-seater Chrysler. Was it Crossfire?
Yeah, you're right.
It looks like a cross between, remember the Cybertruck that came out?
Yeah.
And like a Bentley. Like they're really going for that really long Bentley.
Yeah,
it's got more of a Crossfire look to me.
Yeah, but they'll definitely tone it down. That's like the concept, isn't it? So
yeah.
But it'll have that look, I'm guessing, anyway, at the very least. But
it's not appealing to me.
Maybe it's the colour as well.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I look at stuff in all different sides. Look at it in white or in blue or whatever. It's just not.
Sometimes it can make a difference colour for me, though.
Yeah.
It just depends. But yeah.
And I actually really like it. From some angles, it looks architectural, like a modernist building. There are basically no details anywhere, besides loads of horizontal lines and the polarising new Jaguar logos. The lower half of the front bumper slightly reminds me of a Rolls-Royce Phantom, and the headlights are a bit like the daytime running lights on the new BMW 7 Series and Audi A6 e-tron. From the side though, it's a little bit like a Tesla Cybertruck has had an affair with a Chrysler Crossfire.
There you go.
It all works together really
Very
well.
perceptive.
There's something cyberpunky and very futuristic about it. This is the kind of car I thought we'd be driving in 2025 back when I started as a motoring journalist in 2001. The Type 00 comes with 23-inch alloy wheels, which are big, but not absolutely gigantic by today's standards. And the brass details on the side cover a panel that folds out to reveal the
comes with brass
cameras. At the back, there's no rear window, just a big metal panel, like on a Polestar 4. And the brake lights are hidden inside even more horizontal lines. There aren't any exhausts, of course, because this is an all-electric car. Because Jaguar's future will be all-electric, with no internal combustion engines at all.
Wow.
Inside, the new car looks just as minimalistic as the exterior. Every surface is white, smooth and simple. And the only real details are the lines on the dashboard.
You see, I don't like minimalistic when I'm in a car. I like gadgets, I like lights, I like shit everywhere.
Mine's minimalistic. I've just got a radio.
Oh, you've got all sorts of buttons in yours, though.
Yeah, they're there, but I don't have like gear shift or anything. Buttons on the gears.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing in there that's like. It's very minimalistic. There's nothing in there that does anything.
It's not like that though. That's like
the difference between like minimalistic, that's stylish, that looks nice. That looks just boring.
It does.
Obviously, it still is a render.
It's almost like you're sitting in an aircraft seat, doesn't it? Airplane seat.
Although to be fair, I mean, when they start it up, then maybe it sort of like kicks into gear and things light up and stuff like that.
No back window.
Because mine's pretty plain, but once you turn the ignition on, because it's all electronic and lights everywhere, it sort of like springs to life a little bit. But I don't know. It just looks very odd.
Clinical, isn't it?
It is very clinical.
It strips all character away from what.
But no,
Jaguar.
They're not going to have any combustion engines in Jaguar. It's going to be all electric company.
Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible.
Big gamble, that.
There's a massive
Huge.
gamble.
And a long brass spine that runs through the whole cabin. Overall, it reminds me of a very posh bathroom. The steering wheel looks like a smoothed off version of the oval wheel you get in a Tesla Cybertruck, and the panoramic glass roof makes the cabin feel nice and spacious, despite the fact there's no rear window. Seats are made from wool, which is presumably fairly light. But what isn't light is the stone plinth that the front seats are bolted onto. However, that's not the only heavyweight thing about this Jaguar concept, because it also comes with a collection of totems. No, these aren't like Leonardo DiCaprio's fidget spinner. They're actually special keys made from brass, alabaster and tavatine, which is a kind of limestone found near hot springs. Maybe that's why the cabin looks like a fancy sauna. These blocks fit into a slot in the centre console, and they're supposed to change the car's mood lighting, the graphics on the two giant modern screens, and even the smell that gets piped through the air vents. I can't say I've ever needed a rock to do that for me, but anyway. That sort of thing will probably never go into production, but Jaguar says the Type 00 concept previews a new production car that it will reveal late next year. This won't be a two-door like the concept, it'll be a four-door coupe, like a Porsche Taycan. The new model will use a dedicated EV platform called the JEA, which stands for Jaguar Electric Architecture. Jaguar is aiming to get around 480 miles of range from its new car, and it says you'll be able to add 200 miles of range in just 15 minutes. Sounds impressive, doesn't it? And it looks very interesting. But will this new design direction and huge rebranding gamble actually pay off? Well, Jaguar better hope so, because it's investing £15 billion over the next 5 years to build a whole range of new electric cars, starting with the Type 00. But I reckon this controversial rebranding could actually help keep Jaguar afloat. After all, the whole reason for advertising and marketing is to get people talking about your brand. And I think more people are talking about Jaguar than any other car maker in the world right now. And that even includes Tesla. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. If you
It's obviously worked anyway, hasn't it?
True.
People
Everyone is
talk about
talking
it. It's
about
on the
it.
news. We're watching videos of it. There.
It's true.
You know, marketing people, done your job.
Yeah, I wanted to watch
Simple
it.
as
I
that.
wanted to see what the car, what it looked like. And, I don't know what sort of like the features were. It's not for me.
No,
Definitely
No,
on
not for
my
me.
shopping
I mean,
list.
if you're going to make money on electric cars, really, I think you've got to go for four-door saloons, haven't you? You've got to get the corporate market initially, I think, haven't you?
That's what Tesla
You know,
got, haven't they?
Yeah, for like company cars, that's the way you've got to do it, to sell in bulk.
Over here,
Because then companies will buy them, won't they?
But
But
it's not just that. Over here, you get a tax credit.
get tax breaks and
tax
stuff like
breaks
that
on
at the
it,
moment, don't you?
Yeah.
But
You don't pay any tax on a company car.
That's right.
That's electric.
I think we've got to sort out the resale
But
value of electric cars.
once everyone's got an electric car, though,
that'll go.
They'll bring
That
back
tax
road
will definitely come in.
Of course,
Right,
it is.
yeah.
You don't
Tax-
get free lunch forever, do you?
No.
We're paying like massive tax on fuel and diesel and petrol. You know, if all that dried up, it's just electric. The electric prices are going to go through the roof. Or the tax on cars will be even more. We'll be paying for it. whatever happens, people are just getting breaks at the moment to try and encourage them, to go into electric.
Yeah, 15 minutes. 15 minutes to charge it as well. Where first of all, you got to find somewhere that you can get where there's space to charge your car. Because at the moment, every time I see an electric hub, it's full. People are always in there. People waiting.
Which says something that people are buying them more and more.
There's just not that many of them.
Right, okay.
You can get them at home though. You can get them installed.
Oh yeah, you can get them installed at home.
But it's a lot more expensive.
So many.
I'd like to install them at my house.
Yeah, exactly.
Massive orange cable out the window.
And the solar panels as well. I'll do it.
In a country like ours, there's so many millions and millions of homes where you just never be able to get a charger.
No,
absolutely no chance. All the apartments and terraced houses and things like that. Absolutely zero chance of getting a charger. So throughout the country, they're going to have to roll out more charging points massively before it ever does anything. It's just scratching the surface at the moment, isn't it?
Oh,
it really is.
But I can go and fill my car up with petrol in, to get another 200 miles in like a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't have to wait 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, you can go and fill it up. What's it take, like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
So 4 minutes. So I'd probably get like 300 miles roundabout-ish out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, 480 miles mileage out of it.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty good. That says up to.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing if you're putting your foot down a bit or something, it's going to be
more
like
petrol,
more like 300 odd, isn't it? I would guess. But it's getting there. It's getting better. But like I said, I still think the resale value of them, I think it's pretty bad, I think, isn't it? Which puts a lot of people off.
It sounds gimmicky. I don't know.
Yeah.
Really gimmicky.
Yeah.
Bit bland looking for me.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Well, that is at the moment, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of
see what
like...
the car looks like, but they're not producing any cars from now till next year as well, and investing £15 billion.
That's a big investment. That is a big
big
investment, big
table,
gamble.
it?
Feels like a last chance sort of Hail Mary.
Maybe they want to be ahead of the game, though. Maybe that's why they're doing a big investment.
Could be pioneers, isn't it? Yeah,
we want to be first.
Yeah.
So fair play to them for trying. So
good video though. Enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was a good channel though.
Yeah,
anyway.
nice one.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Cheers.